people. Let's talk about William Saliba again very quickly. Again, we know he seems to be making a move to other places and doing his thing, but still in club's plans. OM loan close. So yeah, if I share my screen with you guys, people, temporarily you're gonna see the timestamps. I do this for you guys, but if we go here, people, you can see what I've been DMing myself, the articles. Shout out to the AFC Bell. They've, they'll always have my faith and my support after, the world was telling them that they're not going to get Partey and the world was getting onto them. And look how that story unfolded. A source close to William Saliba has told AFC Bell the club made it clear to the player's agent at the last meeting that it still counted on the player after excluding an absolute sell from the equation. Saliba should leave this summer on loan after the parties agreed to assess the situation again next summer. So I hope, regardless, Ben Napier and that are watching him closely. We need to probably be thinking about giving him an extended deal. The positive news is that clearly we just don't think he's ready, but he's going out on loan. Again, we'll never know the specific reasons for choosing France again. I, like a lot of people, would have loved for him to go to Brighton, Newcastle, Southampton, just a Premier League loan. I understand going back to France. We know there's been a lot of off-field reasons. There's a lot to be said in terms of comfortability. They are playing. Marseille are a big club with big expectations and massive support fan base. They will be playing in Europe. He will be learning from Sao Paulo. So there is a lot of good things. That being said, you do hear rumours that Sao Paulo would prefer a more experienced centre-half. So is this necessarily the right thing? I don't know. Could Arsenal force the issue of saying, yo, go to an English club? I felt it would have been, even Brentford, they tried to get you in the Championship. You're probably less experienced than some of them centre-halves, but you're better than Ethan Pinnock and them, man, there, with respect to them, And for me, you would have been, you're not out to a degree, not that you are, but in France, you're kind of out of sight, out of mind. I think if he's in the Prem, maybe there's more pressure, to be fair, because with every good game, Arsenal, why aren't you playing him, foaming at the mouth sort of thing? With every shaky game, maybe that would tell fans, maybe this is why he doesn't play. Maybe that is why he doesn't play, because Saliba's good, but, he's conceded a penalty unnecessarily. Sometimes he's lost the ball last season, unnecessarily leading to goals. I remember against Metz, a Diallo tore him a new one, an experienced striker. He's still learning. He's only going to be 21. So the most positive news is allegedly we're not selling him permanently without him even having an opportunity. If we look at Get France Football News, or whatever it's called, Get Football News France, apologies. They're reporting that Marseille and Arsenal have had a breakthrough in loan negotiations for 20-year-old William Saliba, and a deal is now very close to being concluded. The outlet reports that it will be a loan without an option to buy, barring any last-minute surprise. Both Marseille and the players' entourage are optimistic. Everyone wants Saliba to be training with Sao Paulo as quickly as possible. Saliba could arrive in Marseille as soon as Sunday or Monday. He's contracted until 2024. So hopefully, we're finding out. I would like to know that his contract is on the agenda and signing a new deal. If he is part of the club's plans, from now to 12 months, 18 months, he should be signing an extension. Or what typically happens is he comes, the minute he shows a bit of promise, we're acting over his contract, and it's another saga. So again, as long as he's playing consistent games, fair play. I'd love him to stay at the club, but if he's not going to play consistently, it is what it is. And you would hope it's battle of the fittest for the existing centre halves at this club, because out of Marie, Holding, Chambers, somebody's got to get clipped. Gabriel and Ben White, assuming White will probably be here, but somebody's got to get clipped. Someone's got to be cut loose for Saliba next season, assuming this is the case. So we'll have to see what happens in that regards, people. Hit the like button. We're going to get into, we're going to get into SmithRowe shortly. I haven't forgot about that, people. Please hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Morning, bro. Let's hope the dominoes have fallen and we start to get some players in. Hopefully, man. I think Ben White could be used in the DM and allow Partey to play further forward. He's more technical than we think. He is more technical than we think, but he's not as technical as people think. That's where the lines get blurred. Come here, be a 6. If you can pass the ball, pass the ball. And to be fair with you, I don't want to rely on Partey to be creative. And, Ben White, if you're a centre-half, be a centre-half. I don't mind you being a centre-half that can do a job in defensive mid and right back. But once again, this is where the lines get blurred at Arsenal. There's a fine line between adaptability and just shoehorning people everywhere, man. Is there any legs on Maddison, or is it just links and paper too? Well, he definitely has 2 legs, pause. But I don't know, my guy. Do I think we have admiration for him? Yeah. Do I think we probably want him? Yeah. But unless you got 60 million, allegedly, you can forget about it. So it's a myth, man. Yeah, man. Arteta sending Saliba to learn from a better man. That's harsh. That's harsh. Saliba's in the doghouse. Saliba should be loaned to a Prem club so he can get experience he needs. Let's not act like you can't get experience in Europe, but and let's not act like you can't get experience from France. But again, Premier League, less question marks answered, man. Less question marks put against him and more questions answered, sort of thing, man. It would be mad if Saliba does eventually end up getting into our first team and succeeding. Hopefully that's the case, man. You have to see, man. Everyone saw what he did at Leeds, same way everyone saw it at Newport, same way everyone saw at Peterborough. But I don't want 3 games. Ben White is playing centre half. 4 games he's playing right back. Then 10 games in midfield. Then 20 games at centre half. You know, obviously, if you need to do a job there, you need to do a job. But Arsenal don't always learn the thin line between adaptability and shoehorning. And at 23, it's crucial that he defines himself even more as a footballer. That's just my opinion. But yeah, people, let's get into Emile Smith-Rowe. Now, as we know, it's a long projected drama in relation to him. He's got 2 years left. Aston Villa fans in my comments have been swearing, effing and blinding that he's going to sign for them and they're a bigger club and this, that and the other. I know it's all in jest, but, you know, who knows? Maybe this deal was already done before some sort of complication. Maybe, just maybe, this was meant to be announced at the end of the season as soon as it was done. Maybe, you know, maybe this was agreed full season. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, Smith-Rowe set to sign new 5-year deal and commit his future to Arsenal in blow to Aston Villa transfer plans, with Dean Smith's side having already having 2 bids for the 20-year-old midfielder rejected. Smith-Rowe is reportedly close to agreeing a new contract. But a 5-year deal now seems likely. Aston Villa's pursuit of Emile Smith-Rowe looks to set to end in failure, with the Arsenal midfielder reportedly on the verge of agreeing a new 5-year deal. Now, I know I keep saying Saliba. Smith-Rowe's made a big song and dance about being a one club man and all of these things, and I hear it, but I know you're 20 years of age. I know a lot of you might have said naive things when you're 20, and even at 21 you looked at yourselves and saying what's gone. So I don't believe in all of that, but to tie him down at 25 for 5-year deal on a 5-year deal would be good. Now, let's be serious. Within that period, if he keeps developing, like with Saka, they're going to be in line for extended deals. Like, I'd be surprised in the next year or so if Saka doesn't get a reward, probably even doubling the wages he's on now. He should be close to 100 bags a week. I can't lie to you. Smith-Rowe won't quite be there, but, you know, you keep developing. You will have to, I know Martinelli signed a new deal, but you'd have to keep looking after them and giving them what they deserve, not what Williams on, not what Kolasinac has been on, and these sort of things there. Not that I care about what people are earning. We all know he got a run towards the end of the season. We all know as long as he's got 2 years left on his contract, clubs are going to be monitoring developments. Allegedly, he's close to a 5-year stay, people. Apparently, Aston Villa, as you lot know, they bidded 25 million. It didn't bang. Then they bidded 30 million. But now it seems like Dean Smith has to look at a new target, people. Apparently, James Baines, shout out to him, had him on this show, reporting Arsenal are extremely confident at Smith-Rowe that they'll be able to tie their man down to a long-term deal. While the 5-year contract is yet to be agreed, again, maybe this was agreed at the end of the season. Maybe this was a formality. Just maybe this was meant to kick off pre-season stuff. And details are set to be finalized. It looks likely the midfielder will remain at the Emirates. As you lot know, he's returned for the start of pre-season. We all know on Tuesday we'll be playing Hibernian. I'll probably be doing a watch-along for that. We all know we've got Rangers, and then we're flying off to America. So it's all good. Aston Villa will have to what? Aston Villa will have to elsewhere. I'm not sure if that's English. If they are to bolster their options in attacking midfield, though they have already made a big move in the transfer market after signing Buendia. Shout out to them. I'm not gonna, shout out to you Aston Villa fans, but it's no longer of relevance, really and truly. So it is what it is in that regards, people. It is what it is in that regards in relation to Smith-Rowe. What's this? Arsenal expect to tie Emile Smith-Rowe down to a 5-year contract and fight off Aston Villa interest, people. So yeah, man, it's just echoing the same thing. He's poised to sign a new bumper, new deal. So again, you know, who knows? It must have been agreed before someone's done a U-turn and someone wants to review the I's and the T's being dotted. So the closer we move to that, that's probably the most promising thing we could have heard. So hopefully there's an agreement to come. It's not over until the fat lady sings. You know, it's not. We haven't got an agreement until we've got an agreement. Until the man's put pen to paper and you see the shirt signings and things, you can't believe much. But because we've been there and done that, so. But it is what it is, man. He's someone we should be building around. He's someone that's going from strength to strength. So the better, you know, the more you can keep hold of the likes of Emile Smith-Rowe, etc., the better. And he ties into what we're trying to do. And hopefully he goes from strength to strength next season. But yeah, man.